My name's Alan Roberts, and before I get to anything else, we are running a special at Damn Collective Coaching because we've had a few people graduate out, so we have a special going on right now. At Damn Collective Coaching, we take a person's lifestyle and we morph it bit by bit by bit to a healthier version of their lifestyle. So they still recognize it, they love it, it is not something they need a break from. We try to make sure that we change it bit by bit by bit. We teach them why we're doing things. We teach them to check out themselves, be accountable to themselves, but also be analytical of the things that are causing them to eat the way they're eating. We focus on managing people's hunger, and we focus on individualization of each person's life. We do not focus on diets. We do not do diets. We do lifestyle alterations, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. I was just watching a podcast by a weight loss channel, and towards the very end of the podcast, the person they were talking to, the trainer they were talking to, they started talking about diet breaks and how the 300-pound host of this podcast was on a diet break because they had lost 50 pounds and they just needed a break because life was shitty. I'm going to say this. You're not on a break. You just went back to your bad habits. I know you want to think differently. I know if you're a morbidly obese person, you're like, well, everybody needs a diet break. If you're a morbidly obese person, you should not be concerned with diet. You should fix your lifestyle. There's no break from your lifestyle. If you are currently trying to get healthy and then you stop and you continue to eat 3,000 calories plus as a morbidly obese person, you're going to stay at 300 pounds plus, especially if you have very low activity levels. That is not a break. That is you hurting yourself because it's too hard. That is morbidly obese people do not need diet breaks. You need a sustainable lifestyle. You do not need a diet. You need to eat mostly produce, lean meats, fruits, vegetables, beans. You need to eat 90 to 95% of your food from food and maybe 5 to 10% food product that you eat only for pleasure. You know, the chocolate you convince yourself that's just for, just a treat. Or the protein bars you eat in high abundance because you're a morbidly obese person and you're seeking a candy bar instead of eating protein. Morbidly obese people need to eat food. And they need to eat food in a way that causes them to be at a healthy weight versus the activity they do. A morbidly obese person talking about taking a diet break to a huge audience is literally dangerous as fuck. If you do not know what the fuck you're doing, you should shut the fuck up, period. And I am talking directly to the person, and they know it. If you do not know what you're doing, if you're a morbidly obese person and you're sharing your weight loss journey online, you should shut the fuck up before you literally hurt people. If you're a morbidly obese person and you're taking a diet break at 300 pounds, you do not know what the fuck you're doing enough to actually give advice. Obese people do not need diet breaks. They do not need diets. They need systemic change that is consistent. You do not take a break from your lifestyle. You need to set your lifestyle to be one of health. If you are an unhealthy person, fat and morbidly obese, you do not need a break. That break is your eating disorder or disordered eating convincing you that you're just going to stay at that weight. That's true. I don't care what anybody says. That's true. Athletes sometimes need diet breaks because they put themselves in such an extreme environment, and that is not for morbidly obese people. Morbidly obese people should not do some sort of extreme diet, nor should they do something too little. Figure out what around about should be the weight you should be healthy at. I'm not talking thin. I don't give a fuck about your fucking looks. I don't give a fuck about your thinness. Find out what weight you should be at. If you're 300 pounds, you should at least think about 100 pounds less, no matter if you're male, female. It should be the very base minimum you do unless you're extremely tall. But most morbidly obese people that are 300 pounds, if you're an averaged height person and you're 300 pounds, male or female, lose about 100 fucking pounds. Just to be real, lose about 100 fucking pounds. To do that, you can then take the ideal weight you would be at, the weight you think you should end up at, or your desired weight according to your doctor, and you should times that by 10, 11, or 12, depending on your activity level, and that's the base calories you would have. I don't even suggest you count calories. I think you should get a generalized idea of how many calories are in this meal, how many calories are in that meal, and I'm talking about, when I talk about meals, I'm talking about actual food, produce, vegetables, beans, or produce, and or proteins, Not talking about like your Stouffer's lasagna or your lean cuisines or anything like that. You need to actually eat food in a systemic way that's going to make you healthy. And it needs to be a serious focus for you that you don't take a break from. It is like literally like, this is no shit. This is like an alcoholic taking a break from AA and having a few drinks. That's literally what it is. You realize that, right? If you're a 300 to 350 pound person, you should accept the fact that you've got a serious problem with food. That needs to be your 100% focus for the entirety of your life to make sure that you are staying healthy. Because if not, that problem with food is gonna kill you. You're 300 pounds. And I understand that my 600 pound life and all these shows, 2-Ton Family, all these shows have made obesity seem like, well, you gotta be 600 pounds, 500 pounds to be obese. If you're a 300 pound person and you're of average height, you are morbidly obese. You are seriously morbidly obese. You are at high risk of many, many, many things. I know that our society has skewed people to think what is healthy and what isn't healthy. We look at the average person right now because the average person right now is fat. The average person right now is fat, unhealthy. That's the average person. The problem is the average person is unhealthy. So you're comparing yourself to the average person and thinking it's not that bad. They're bad too. We do not need diets in America. We do not need diet breaks, fucking especially. We need a lot of people to change their motherfucking lifestyle, stop eating like they're fucking children, and accept the responsibility for the actions that they've done to their body. Actions have consequences. Obesity is one of them. The diseases that come with obesity are others that come with your fucking actions. If you want a lifestyle that's not going to have those negative effects, you need to change your lifestyle, not go on a break from it. God damn.